Welcome to the behind the scenes commentary version of Raw Report. I'm going to take you through the scenes and give you a little unknown facts, a bunch of bull crap like that, a little something extra for you maggots out there. Yeah, this video was a long time in the making, but I think the product that finally came out of it's definitely quality. So right here I did a little something different, rewind the whole intro and then bring in the animation guy. I was trying to show up my animations in Trials and Tribulations, and I think this guy did it for me. So Jake Phelps trying to heel flip Schneider for the opening shot. His board was actually soaking wet. He had to go through like 2-inch puddles to get to the stairs because we went there right after it rained one day. I didn't even tell him where we were going because he wanted to heel flip that stuff for a long time. And he's like, where are we going? Where are we going? And I'm just like, I didn't even tell him, and then we got there and I was like, heel flip it, dude. The intro song, MOP, I think definitely gets you pumped. Ready for the video. All hyped up. This is footage in heaven in Chicago. I got this from Sheboygan Headband, on the gold rail. There's actually a quick shot there of Jake pulling out a decapitated duck out of the water by Oshkosh. Right there, the metal moved on me and my wheel got caught on the crack and I flew all the way down to the bottom. Felt pretty good though, don't worry about that. About as good as that felt, I'm sure, for Brian. Nevin with the tweaked out alley. Big ass kickflip for y'all. Drew Rickaby kicked the front board that first try. Not really first try though. Again with the animations, I kind of stick with that through the whole thing. That's my my good friend Darrell Stanton introducing my video. That's how I get down. Started right off with my part. Never had opening part before, a little something different. I popped this fakey alley as big as I could. If you pause it right at midpoint, it's definitely got some pop. We skated this spot for a while in the fall, right after Trials and Tribulations came out actually. This was from this summer, filmed by Jake Phelps. Good varial heel flip right there, and then I end this line with kind of like a trick that probably not many people would expect me to do right there. It looks simple, but it's a little scarier and harder than you'd think. Crooked guy in the yellow flat bar downtown. A couple people tried to 50-50 and get messed up on that. Here we are at the infamous bleacher spot. One of the only spots we got for lines with ledges around here. Fakey pop shove at 50-50. Trick you don't see too often. Half cab flip the spaceship bank. Definitely steeper if you ever go there in person. It's from footage from Skate Plaza in Ohio. Again, the bleachers. The trick coming up here I actually just learned at Cornerstone like 5 minutes before we filmed this line. Pretty original, I think. So we went over there and got that. It's the best heel flip I ever did. Definitely popped. Biggest alley I probably ever did. Right there. Flying at UWGB GB, filmed by Blake Van Egren. Hard to set up between those two tricks. This front nose didn't take me long, don't worry. Worry much. It's a new spot that we found, but we had to move that million-pound trash can. Me, Jake Phelps, and Logan Thomas. Being Superman on that. This line at Chop goes actually right here. Like we saw this guy coming out, and me and Logan were like, dude, we gotta land it because this guy's gonna kick us out. You can see him there in the background. And it turned out after the line, he wasn't even gonna kick us out. He was like some nerd guy, like, oh, you guys skateboard? I used to skateboard 5 years ago. Fakey Trey into the Wharf Bank in Madison. I filmed this on 2 different times, 2 different angles. One right when we got there and one we left. That varial heel flip was like 5th, 6th try probably. And then the slide into pier I think is pretty diverse for me. Ledges, flip tricks, and then stairs to end it with. Turned out nicely. I'm pretty stoked on the line. I like the style on the landing. My left arm there, dragging on the ground. Nose blunt big spin. Definitely one of the more difficult tricks I did for the video. And then the night I did that trick was windy as all hell. You have no idea. Ask Jake and Blake about that one. I was the first person to throw a flip trick down that other than like a kickflip or ollie or whatever. So yeah, I was pretty stoked on that. Here we go into a montage, starting it off with Shane Rumpf. Feeble in the ledges, definitely has his own variety of tricks he likes to do. Such as this one coming up here. Board slide bonky D, dude, for the Rumphy D, dude. Front board pop, Lombardi rail, and then front board pop over at Swamico. And then the rest of this footage is from the skate plaza in Ohio. Right there I had to dissolve angles because these two inline faggots walked right in front of me, but it worked out nicely. And then Rumpf goes on to kill this rail. It's definitely higher than you'd probably think. Especially for the Rumpf, you could definitely get nutted on that. But I think this 5-0 and then the front feeble right there was definitely the most surprising. Definitely tweaked out. Brett Van Effen got a huge part in this video. Same with Gareth. That was switch, by the way. Jordan Allen layback board. Chris Kuba. Huey actually screamed like a little girl at the end of both of these tricks. So no thanks to Huey for that, for making me do extra work cutting that out. Trevor, this is Jordan Allen's cousin. Definitely showing good balance on that manual right there. Jason Pazelka, really liking his outfit with the basketball shorts above the knees and the flaming red hair. This is all footage from a trip from Milwaukee. It's at Riverside. Back salad, looking good. The Wiener Tech, no video is complete without Wienska in it. Manual, nice little pop out there. Nice little manual filmed by his girly filmer in Sheboygan. That was filmed by me in downtown Green Bay. This is from Arizona, our friend Brady. My cell phone's ringing in the background. I'm gonna have to put that on pause for now. This is about a 6-foot drop. Fade to the Chris Rolfe footage, definite bangers here. Flip a big ass double set. Then he goes on to annihilate this 9-stair rail. Never been there, but definitely looks like it's got a pretty ghetto landing and ghetto run up. But I don't think he has all of his brain intact because he's definitely pretty crazy. Full quality if you ask me. Kickflip the 9-stair rail for a banger at the end. You know how he gets down. That's my homie Devin Calloway introducing the video. Props to Jordan for the footage. Now we go into person that I spent some of the most time with this summer, Jake Phelps. Definitely one of the most improved skateboarders over the summer. That pop shove, it's crazy. Sally's pretty big. It's drop-ins in Madison. Not that difficult for him, but really cool looking. This flip trick here, he learned about 2 seconds before we filmed this line, and then we were like, do it in the line, kid. And nobody had a trick on this rail before, so pretty cool to see that. Half cab heel into 6th Street bank, nicely popped. Straw in the mouth. Heel flip Dickinson, one of the first flip tricks I seen down that. Definitely likes the heel flip combos. And I'm not really a big Switch 180 fan, but I think that was definitely styled out. Looked good. Varial heel in a wharf. He wasn't even going to use that, but I liked the outfit and the way it was popped, so I threw it in there. Josh Mofford, the thugged out one of the Vroman crew. Nice varial heel. Timmy Can, killing the hippie hops. Then we go into Blake Van Egren, the leader. 180 the West rail. Blake actually helped me film a lot of this video. That's really crazy, 50-50. I actually doubted him on landing it, but he proved me wrong. James Garby. What do y'all know about him? Definitely got flip tricks. Good style. Showed his skill in this video. I like this line here. Goes regular to a good nollie flip trick there, and then doing the first trick, but doing it switch. Mirrored lines, T-dot and kinetic equation style. I like starting lines off with flips off curbs or up curbs. Another nicely executed flip trick there. And then he pretty much surprised us all with this nose slide here. He's not known to have the most pop, and that rail's pretty big, so good job on his part. And he's not having any little Garby Juniors after that one. There's Jake Phelps disappearing. This line's cool how it was put together, showing how much you have to push to do this ollie at the Yanks. It's definitely large and in charge. Jake Phelps' infamous hat trick now in Turtle School. It's an ollie 360 pop shove it. Little Sketchmeister, but nonetheless I think it looks pretty tight. And that's not my car in the background. Kind of pissed that it's there, but anyways. We only got to skate this gap like twice. And I like that 180. Heel flip board slide. Fakey 180 heel into wharf. He's glad to do that because he said he could probably never do it again. And he's probably right. See, he sucks now. Just kidding, Jake. I love you. Heel flip Manny, son. That's his wrist all cut up. My mom had to do homemade stitches on him. Put his hand under the sewing machine, just went to work. This was one of the first tricks I filmed with Jake. Kill him that shit, son. This ollie, definitely go look at it. You'll be surprised at how big it is. Splashing mud up into my lens. And that definitely looks like it feels pretty good there. Heel flip all tweaked out. Woo. Kilt it, son. Derek Bain. Most of this footage is from our trip out to Arizona. Frontside flip the Chandler gaps. This spot is definitely one of the craziest spots I've ever been to. Just the setup is just insane. It's pretty hard to skate, but nonetheless, pretty damn cool. This rail is a pretty cool setup. Starts out with like a lower thing to a normal height. Switch frontside flip Chandler gap. That spot definitely harder than it looks. Had to gap out to that. Like the way he come into that line with the flip trick and then nollie heel. Good style. Definitely windy this day. This was like the first day we were in Arizona, I think. There's a photo of him doing that. Nollie heel in a cactus bank, then switch flip Manny. Switch lip Swamico. Then we go to Bo Thomas, the quitter. Quit skating to be a thugged out gangster, but I love him anyways. Weasel backsmith. John Krasonic backtail. Really crazy. Steve Latimer. Sebastian. You know how they get down. Rex out of nowhere just comes in with the front nose. And then Nate Meyer, I filmed that. Steve Latimer filmed this. And this. Switchback heel. Pretty crazy. Good pop. I'm liking it. Brian Vanda High switch heel. Huge. Crooked guy in the rail in Madison. 2 angles. Looking good on both of them. This line was filmed in right after Trials and Tribulations came out, so about a year old. Still good. Front blunt the bleacher. Nollie front nose. Drew jumps like a little girl at the end. You can kind of see it. We got kicked out and Brain landed it right after we got kicked out. Like the way he comes into play there. Nollie tray. And then a perfectly executed nollie flip. Backsmith. Liking that. Pretty crazy. This is Logan Thomas. Definitely people who probably worked the hardest on his part, filmed the most with me. Good guy, one of my best friends. And he definitely has his switch frontside flips on lock. Beautiful. Well, very well executed there. Backside nose blunt the table. I love it when you see that in his part and you're just like, damn. Filmed that the same day as my varial heel flip. This is at Preble. Good put together tricks here, I think. As that same set, I did that fakie. He's always trying to show me up. Then he shows me up here from my Trials and Tribulations trick with the revert. Love this switch flip. Nice and styling. Fakie tray. This line again, one of the first lines that we filmed. Turned out really good though. Then he goes to a backside nose grind here, and then a frontside flip, and then he actually stuck a fakie frontside flip but fell. Nose grind, shove it out of nowhere. Nobody knew he could do that, including him. Alley backside flip after a couple broken boards. That's really crazy. That bank is pretty steep. Go check it out. Love that fakie flip. Logan knew I was gonna say that. And switch 180 right here. Matches the music with the shotgun. Turtle school. Been killed. This is beautiful nollie backside flip right here. Perfect bolts. Feeling this line for sure. The fisherman in the background. Just the way the spot looks with the water and everything. Whoever filmed this is pretty dang good too. I don't know who did that. I wonder who though. And then Logan's famous hometown spot. Gap's probably about 8.5 feet long. Craziness. Switch flip. And then right here we drop into all of his switch stance footage. We thought it'd be cool to have it kind of separated, so everything you see from here on out is all switch stance. Killing the GB table, switch style. He actually tried a switch flip back 50-50 and a switch nose grind, but didn't complete any of them, so look out for that in the next video. Here's all switch line at Broadway. People say that Logan Thomas lives under the Broadway gap right there, under that little thing in the tent. I think you can spot him there. This spot's definitely scarier than you'd imagine. I'll switch line at the bleachers. My exposure's set a little high, but looks nice and bright out. Switchboard the ghetto rails, only handrail trick. Coming in with the switch trays. And nobody's got switch pop like this right here. Woo. And then this switch nose grind right there was the first day that we found that spot. Switch double flip, St. John's. And then nice switch tray. Doesn't have many manual tricks, but this one right here, definitely worth. Switch nose blunt the table. That thing's much higher than you probably think it is. Beautiful pop right here. That bank's definitely crazy and steep. Again, Logan Thomas showing me up, but what are you gonna do? That's my my good friend LeVar McBride. You know, we hang out a lot. You can't tell, I'm being facetious. This homie Dax. They got some footage in the bonus section. Go check that out for sure. Affiliate Skateboards Midwest. Then we go into another montage, rock and roll style, Tyler Avery. He was actually 50-50 in that rail before I even got my camera out. He really just doesn't care. Heel flip St. Paul. 180 nose grind. That's right across the street from the 9-stair rail that he kills, right coming up right here. This rail is about 1/4 of an inch wide square. So yeah, doing grind tricks on it's pretty crazy if you ask me. 5-0's nuts. He actually did a nose grind on this too, but thanks to Huey, didn't get the footage in time. Everybody thank Huey for that. Sheboygan had Benjamin Gaylord. Subliminal message pops up right there. Rewind it and pause it to check that out. California footage, Chicago footage with the nice looking flamingo in the background. Bart Bettiga, rare street footage showing up here. Tailslide to quarter pipe at Joanne's, wheels squeaky. Jumpin' Jimbo came with us to the skate plaza. This line's pretty well put together. I like the way it turned out. I got caught on a rock right there. You can see I got a little bit shaky, but nonetheless, turned out nicely. Cody Edlin kickflip in Louisville. Good kickflips as always. Front board to drop. Backside flip at Wharf. Looking good. Holly and Madison. No slide at Madison. 2 angles. He tried to do it in a line but broke his board, so we said screw that. This spot looks awesome on tape. New building downtown. Crazy windows and stuff. Ollie and 8-stair rail. And whatever he ollies, you know he's going to 180 it too. So next video, expect a kickflip, I'm sure. Nevin Graves takes the section away. Little dude ripping it for sure. Definitely gonna blow it up. This is a new 9-stair that we found, and Nevin had to take to it. GB picnic table killage, nicely tweaked there. Line at the bleachers. Good backsmith from the little man. Liking his hair in the shot. Got an afro going on or something. So it goes backsmith and then frontsmith. Then he goes on to annihilate this rail. All these beginning tricks were 2nd or maybe 3rd try, with the exception of his last trick was on a different day. But all this was filmed about as fast as it shows it on here. He's definitely a rail killer. Yeah, this right here was nuts. Probably maybe 7 or 8 tries and he front peopled that rail. He's pretty crazy. And then I had to show that again because it's nuts. Dang, that's good filming right there. It looks pro. I wonder who did that too. And then the killer of them all, Drew Rickaby. Footage from Arizona. This was on an incredibly cold, windy day. So what I was saying is he's got mixed footage from Arizona and Green Bay in this part. Turned out excellent though. Drew's part definitely blows away his part from Trials and Tribulations. Stepped it up hardcore. Some crazy stuff. There he goes, killing the wedge. We had the Arizona locals watching him there. Ragdale did that in his part. This line, subliminal message in the background. Jake is walking with a box on his head and hands a backpack off to Nevin, like a crazy drug deal or something. I don't know, we get bored obviously. Switch 5-0 and switch tail. Boxers match his skin, looks like his underwear. Like this nollie backside flip. And he stomped this once and landed completely primo and messed himself up, but still got the line. That spot, Jason fell on those rocks there to your right. Again, the same spot that Bane was at. Crazy spot. His crooked grind is crazy. Incredibly long. Our friend Brett from Arizona filmed that. Front feeble and kickflip front board. Looking good. This spot we found out in like Sheboygan somewhere. Blue foot on the front side foot. Switch heel told me to keep that fall in there. That was Drew showing how sexy he is. Blake Van Egeren filmed that angle. I did that one. Blake again, and then my angle. Down that rail in this video. Riverside line. That ledge right there is pretty high. Nollie flip and then back tail. Liking the way that looks. 3 flip in a Cub's absolutely insane. Logan screams like a little girl in the background. I had to cut that out. Logan lost $6 to Drew on that 3 flip, by the way. Sure, Drew wasted it on bitches and hoes and beer. Just kidding, Drew. I love you. Turtle School annihilation without a doubt. Killed it on this day with the pink hat. Three clips. Nollie backside flip. Definitely crazy. And then his last trick. Funny story. Funny to me, not funny to Drew. He actually landed this second try, and I looked down at my camcorder and it wasn't recording. So I made him do it again, and he got nutted twice and wussed out for about a good hour before he landed again. I felt really horrible, but shit happens. What can you do? And we go into the credits. Thanks to all my homies that were in this, all the homies that helped me film it. That's our hotel in Arizona. Pretty messy. Cody with a cone on his head. Garby falling on his stomach. Jake Phelps falling 3 times in a row. This was one of the very first days I ever went street skating with Jake. Yeah, that's why it's scary. I tried to fakey tray the Broadway gap about 9 billion times and got messed up every time. We thought this bird was hurt and we were like, oh, the poor bird can't fly. And then we got attacked. There's Seb being Seb. Logan's a monster. He's silly. Love Logan. Rump trying the firecracker to face smash. Tyler Avery. Nice line hit Joannes. Bane kicking a little freestyle. His hand down his pants. Brain stomped that about a million times too and just couldn't roll away, so I'm sure he'll get it though. Cody almost had a Smith grind on that rail and then did that. Must have hurt. Drew breaking his board like an idiot. This is Jake fishing with his brand new state-of-the-art fishing pole. Reeling in the marlin from Fox River. .50 to manual. You know how it gets down. Crazy. This is my dog and my sister's dog fighting. They do this for hours every day. I found it pretty entertaining, so I hope you do too. Whenever my dog would run behind the couch, then the little dog wouldn't go back there. Seb, I know you're thinking that they're being sexual here, but they're not. Jake Phelps, one of his almost lands, heel flip board slide, heel flip and double set. And then this, we just filmed because we were bored. Ollie out of the semi. Pretty cool though. Jake falling onto his board. Another hat trick by Jake Phelps. Slams all the way down to the bottom of the wharf bank. Ollie over my camera. Ryan Gallant slam right there. Fakey 50-50 slam. I tried that trick forever. At the very end there's like a little kink, and when you try to like push down out, my board would flip around. Should have landed that too. The infamous bridge spot. Logan Thomas slams. Slams again on this front blunt. And then Logan was pissed at Bo for, I don't know, a good week or so on his Swamico Slam. Right here. Looks like it hurt. Bane holding the wild rooster chicken thingy that we caught in Arizona. That he caught. I didn't touch it. That's our friend Brad back 5-0 in the fridge with the chicken on it. That's Jake with the decapitated duck. Pretty sure its head got chopped off by a bolt motor or something. We actually packed it up and had it for supper later that night. Just joking. Rump's infamous Nada spin. Better than Nada's, if you ask me. Sexy face. Bum in the garbage. Me and Jay killing turtle with a boneless. And then I kill it with a grab style. Curl grabbing it. Camera swing. And I thought this would be a cool way to end the video with Jake popping his little head out of the thing and then disappearing to nothing. Thank you for coming to the behind the scenes version of Raw Report. Have a good day.